Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of BTD6. Let's continue with the intermediate maps, as always using no monkey knowledge. Streambed Chimps. I'm gonna go with Azele for this gameplay. And just to mix a little bit things up and not going all the time with Obin and the Avatar of Wrath strategy, I'm gonna run with something different in this map that is pretty easy and don't really need a lot of thought about the strategy. I'm gonna go with this setup right here. So that monkey and submarine. And that's gonna be my early strat for this map. Unfortunately, I think I placed the submarine slightly bad because here I cannot really get the sub to attack the Bloons in this portion. And I'm pretty sure that you can if you place it like better. But nonetheless, 001 should be more than enough here for these early rounds, or at least I'm gonna get it 101. So now with the extra range I can start attacking the Bloons from earlier on. Next is placing a Zilly. And for this Chimps gameplay, I'm gonna use another strategy that I have already used in one of my past Chimps gameplays. That is the Ace Shredder. So the 5th upgrade in the top path of the Ace. And that upgrade is one of the few upgrades that can actually solo the BADs. Well, not exactly popping all the balloons, but doing a lot of damage on the BAD layer and popping it around 100. So only a bunch of Dark upgrades can achieve that, and the Sky Shredder is one of them. And on top of that, it's not very expensive. It's like cheaper than an Outer Wrath. Of course, you're gonna need to adapt the strategy because of the fact that like, yes, you may do damage, a lot of damage with the Ace, but at the same time you're not really like, you don't do that much damage to all the kind of balloons until at least you can afford the Tar 5 upgrade. So you need time until you get the Tar 5 and you start shredding everything, and so you're gonna need some other defenses in the meantime. And that's the only thing that you need to remember. Here I'm gonna get the 202 sub, and that's why I placed the that monkey here very close to the beginning of the map, because it's gonna give range to the submarine. You can see the submarine line of shooting is blocked by this obstacle, an object. And so the next thing I'm gonna do is remove it right off. I don't want to have it, so now the submarine has more like, is freer to attack wherever he wants to. And so, and I also have some room here available now. I've gone with the Zile because the Zile is already a hero that can detect camo and pop lead balloons without any level. So 0-0. Level 0, Azili can detect camo, so it's gonna give camo detection to the sub automatically, and can pop lead balloons. And so, you know, why not? It's a pretty nice hero in this case to combine with the Sky Shredder, even though there are better combinations, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I think Azili at least so that you don't have to worry about early camo detection and lat popping power. So I get right here a 301, that's gonna be a 401 ace. I recommend placing this ace very, or at least the closest you can to the beginning of the map, because of the fact that your main damage is gonna be coming from the actual darts that are coming out of the ace. If you have the ace very far away, the darts are gonna start like getting further and further from each other, and so it's most likely that the balloons are gonna be able to dodge the darts. Instead, if you have the ace exactly on top of the balloons, they're gonna most likely hit their targets, and so yeah, that's just more damage overall. So I just recommend to do that. The next thing is placing an alchemist right here that is gonna buff the ace, of course, but at the same time this alchemist may be able to buff other towers, so it's not just it's not just the ace. The ace is now because it's the closest one, but then after I get a 402 alchemist with a village in range, I should be able to buff also other towers. Alright, that's a village. Here we go. Around 40 is very easy because of the fact that you have the third upgrade in the ace path. This one, fighter plane, that's gonna launch anti-mob missiles. It's pretty much like having a mob mauler on the ace. So you're gonna like 3 hits the mob layer and then it's gone, and you have to deal only with the ceramics, and so it's pretty easy to do that. And so what I'm gonna do is exploiting the fact that there is water in the map. After getting a 2-0 ace village to give now the ace camo detection, to give every tower more attack speed, I'm gonna get a sub commander. So I'll go with a sub commander first, so that is gonna be what is gonna allow me to survive long enough until I can actually get the Sky Shredder without losing, of course, in the meantime. The 4th upgrade, yes, it's pretty nice, but it doesn't deal enough damage to actually be able to survive long enough, at least not with this like defenses. So after getting here the alchemist 400, I think I'm gonna start upgrading this sub right here. I'll just need to get one sub commander at least before on 63. That's my goal. And because the round 63 is especially the round where the lack of popping power in this case can really be seen, and you can approach around 63 in many different ways. You can just get how's it called, a maelstrom, or in this case I'm gonna get sub commander, or you can get a 204 bomb as well with a ninja, and there are many other ways how you can pop pretty efficiently around 63. But because of the fact that I'm not just thinking about destroying the ceramic rushes, but I'm also thinking about the rounds later and about the increased amount of mob class balloons and so on, that's why I'm gonna go with a sub commander. And Azalea, in the meantime, of course, she's leveling up and she's doing, her range is greater, she deals splash damage, she deals more damage, she strips camo, regrow and fortified properties from mob class balloons. So that's also very nice. And you can see right here that I'm able to survive these rounds pretty easily. One negative point of using a Zilly in Chimps is the fact that you will never be able to use the totem, because of the fact that the totem is going to require 1 life of sacrifice, and you just have 1 life, so you cannot use it. So that's the only like downside of using a Zilly. Exactly like when you go with Benjamin in Chimps, you don't get all the extra cash that Benjamin provides with his level 10 ability and with his passive. Okay, so here very close to get the sub commander. I think this BP should not be a problem here because I got the ace damage. Okay, that's the sub commander. So I should be able to get at least another submarine in range of the village as well, and the range of the sub commander for round 63. Uh, 202 for now should be enough. And with this, now the ceramic rushes should be very easy because the sub commander has a lot of attack speed, pierce, and damage. And so, yeah, you can see ceramic rushes not being a threat. I'm gonna just place a candle in range of the village. Yes, barely. Yes. I'm gonna just place another submarine. I'm gonna get them 203, and that's it. So that's gonna be my defense until I can afford the Sky Shredder. And I think right here, maybe I should have placed the alchemist a little closer to the right side so that I could use just 1 alchemist to buff also the sub commander. But I don't think it will matter. So I can get very cheap upgrades here for the Duck Monkey just to give some extra range for this subs right here. So 003 Duck Monkey, a very nice range, and so that gives also more more time for the subs to attack the Bloons. That's of course what I want. And now I'm gonna just wait until I can afford the Sky Shredder. Of course, it's not like a must using a sub commander. As I said, you can go with like a standard ninja, 401 ninja, then a 204 bomb, an alchemist 402, buffing both the ninja, the bomb, and the ace. And in that way, we should be able to survive as well until you can afford the Sky Shredder. Or you can go with a Super Monkey with a Sun Avatar with knockback, so a 301 Super Monkey, and you can stall and you can survive long enough as well with that. And there are also many other ways how you can like survive, but in this case I just prefer going with a sub commander, so why not. And you can see right now with the range that the Star Monkey is giving the subs, I'm shredding the Bloons before they can even like turn. And remember that these subs are not even buffed by the alchemist, so it's just a raw damage. Zero level 12, alright. I think right here I may use this as her level 10. That way I could pop one of the double stacked BFBs pretty fast. So I should be able to like start round 81. So we're with the super SRAMs, just needing about 15k or maybe less, like 12k to get the Sky Shredder upgrade. So it should not be a problem. As always, the description of the Sky Shredder that the game provides is not very helpful because you don't really understand anything about this. But the actual the Sky Shredder fires the darts faster, so it's more attack speed, and also the darts gain more pierce and more damage, and I think they'll deal like extra damage to ceramics and mob class Bloons, if I remember correctly. So it's a lot of damage overall that you gain. In this case, by the way, I'm not getting center path because as I explained earlier, I want this ace to be as close as possible to the beginning of the map. And so by center path, the ace may start flying sometimes very far away, and I don't want that. So it's useless to spend even this little amount of cash. Spending it on that upgrade, I think it's pointless. Okay, level 13, Azili, that's a pretty important level because you get larger splash radius and more pierce. So that means that her basic attacks are gonna most likely start like affecting all the Bloons whenever they enter in her range. Alright, that's the Sky Shredder. You can see here the increased attack speed. I think there are also more darts as well. So it's like 24 darts, more attack speed, and more damage. So that's why overall is a lot more of damage. So I got now the Alchemist 402. For round 90, I'll get the MIB, so 230 village. And still, of course, this defense for the late 90s is not gonna be enough because of the increased amount of fortified Bloons. Even if it's Zilly with our basic attacks can actually remove fortified, I can only remove fortified from not class Bloons. So from ceramics. So fortified BFBs and MOABs will not have their fortified status removed by a Zilly. And so you have to be careful about that because fortified Bloons, especially with this strategy, may be quite a pain. And so here I'm gonna just drop in range of the village, but not in range of the alchemist, so it's not buffed. I don't really need this more to be buffed, even though I think it's gonna buff it anyway. Or no, it should be out of range. I'll get 0 to 4 more. Pretty standard tower that you most of the times you want to build on Chimps because of just how stronger fortified Bloons are. You, if possible, you want to prevent that, and you want to make the rounds as easy as possible, especially like round 98 is the round that really fortified Bloons might kill you. Alright, so let's get right here an alchemist to buff these subs right now. Seems a pretty good idea, so that they do also more damage. And here I'm forgetting, but I can use like Azila level 10 in round 92 and round 94 as well. And last thing, just because I want to use more this alchemist is buffing just 2 towers, I want to buff one more, and so I'm gonna just get another mortar, and I'm gonna build a 4-0 mortar, so that I can start doing some area damage, as well. More importantly, I can start stunning the ceramics, especially if I need to. Here we go, bigger area of explosion. Zero level 16. Okay, her level 17 also is very good, because you get even more splash radius, but not only that, you get also more pierce. So I can get here these things so that I don't have any regrow Bloons. You can see that now her level 10 can pass through Bloon to Bloon, and so all of the Bloons affected by her level 10 will not spawn any Bloons, and that's huge. So can I get here a third submarine in range of the village? I fear not. Well, I can just get it out of range, whatever. I'm holding here to... Oops, I forgot to move the unfortified mortar here. So I'm waiting to use her level 10 here, because I'm gonna use it for this round, for round 98. It should be coming back up for round 100, I think. And here I can just get like a glue gunner, especially for the DDTs in next round. Getting a glue gunner may be a good idea, but that's it. I don't really need to spend any more cash on this, I think, right? Just to be sure, I'm gonna just drop this mortar down here. Okay, and that's a Zilla level 10 for the BAD. Oh no, true that if she's not level 20, I cannot use that. Okay, well, whatever. I'm gonna have to pop the BAD by other means. Okay, it doesn't really matter, I think. So almost all of the damage I'm doing to this BAD is coming out of the, well, the sub commander and the other mortars and the other subs and the man case. So I'm gonna count here. I'm gonna just show you now the pops. So you can see the sub commander 551k, and the man case, even if I got the man case very late, so like 20 or 25 rounds later than the sub commander, see how many pops? See 121. So a lot more pops. And Zilla's wall doing some good work. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. See ya. Bye bye.